Hey.
Hi. You want some tea?
Well, it's a good thing I didn't bring you a latte. Is Reed sleeping?
Yeah, for almost an hour now. The house seems pretty quiet with Dad gone.
Still worried about where he went?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he seemed so serious. Almost philosophical.
I'm sure it's just some business deal that nobody knows about. At least not yet.
Yeah, you're right. After all, Dad is always about business.
Which is a perfect opening for me to tell you what I've been thinking. I really don't think you should rush back to work yet.
Well, it's not rushing. Not if I'm ready.
Well, it is rushing if you only think you're ready. Look, Newman's not going anywhere. You need to give yourself time to recover and be with our baby.
Okay, listen, I promise you, I'm not gonna push it. But I'm not meant to sit around. I have to get back to work. It's who I am.
Oh, you really are your father's daughter. I can take care of you and Reed.
JT, we never have to worry about money.
You know what? I don't want the Newman family safety net. I'm not looking for handouts from Victor.
But I know. Just saying that it's there if we ever get into trouble.
Well, we won't. I'm going to build a career, and together we can take care of our family.
Well, hello, you two.
Hi, Mom.
Don't you look cozy on a cold winter's day?
Oh, well, we are. So cozy.
Well, I came by to talk to you two about something.
What?
Another wedding. David and I are talking about setting a date.
I just didn't think that you two would be getting married so soon.
Now, wait a minute. That's what I said to you two.
Yeah, but Mom, I wasn't just divorced a few weeks ago.
Well, he's a wonderful man. I get to be happy, too.
Okay. Of course you do, but I just think that you should take some time and think about it.
Okay, I'll make a deal with you. I won't rush into a wedding, and you won't rush getting back to work at Newman.
That's just what I was saying.
Okay. You know, with Nick not there anymore, maybe now is a good time for me to make a change as well.
You need to just relax for a while, and eventually, maybe you'll come and work with me at Chabot.
Mom. Oh, you see, there's a problem. I'm loyal to both you and Dad, and I just don't want to be put in the middle.
Angel, that is the last thing I want to do. But this is your chance to make your own decisions about your future. After everything you've been through, you really need to think long and hard about what you want to do with your life.
Okay, you're right. You are right. I will. Thank you.
Okay. All right, I've got to go meet David. I will see you later. Give that baby a kiss for me.
Okay, we will. See? This is exactly what I knew would happen.
That your parents would put you in between them.
You know, no matter how hard they may try not to, they will always make this a war.
So we've got this great new project we're working on. It's an online magazine aimed at luxury buyers with fashion at the core.
You say weave.
Yeah. I'm partnering with Jack and Sharon and Phyllis.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, won't you come work on it with us?
Yeah. Dad would love that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, today I'm thinking it must be my lucky day or something because Mom just offered me a job at Jabot.
Jabot? Come on, it's too stuffy. You'll have way more fun with us.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I think I'm just going to stay at Newman. And somebody's got to keep an eye on Dad.
I think we should let him roast in his own fire.
So what really happened? And why did he fire you in the first place?
I said the wrong thing, he got angry, and then...
It's not the first time.
Yeah, I know, this one got pretty brutal. But I'm doing my own thing now, and honestly, I couldn't be happier. You may want to think about doing the same.
You know, I don't think I felt the same pressure as you do.
He was always tougher on me.
Well, it was a double standard. You know, the expectations, they were different.
What is it about fathers and sons?
I don't know, but I'm glad that JT won't be putting that kind of pressure on Reed. That's one reason I'm so glad that he's his dad.
You know, that's why I always try and be very supportive of Noah.
You are a great dad, Nick.
We both can be good parents. Because we know what not to do.
Yeah. But when everything's said and done, Dad does love us.
Yeah, but he can only love on his terms, sis, and where does that leave us as adults?
What happened when I was in the coma?
Stuff.
Stuff. No, I want the truth. Start with the fight with Dad.
Well, Dad thought I sided with Mom, and that I turned against him.
All right, so they were on opposing sides. But how?
Well, Dad was trying to ruin Mom financially. And then you were in a coma, and there were some decisions that, they had to be made about you and the baby.
What decisions about me and the baby? What aren't you telling me?
Well, there was a moment where it looked like a choice had to be made.
And your parents couldn't agree with what they thought you would want.
You know, I don't think right now is the best time to talk about
No,
it.
now is the best time. I want to know the truth.
Well, Mom knew that you would want to have the baby.
She felt you would do anything to save the baby's life.
What about Dad?
His concern was with you. He thought you could go on to have other babies, but you were the main priority.
They held each other up, and eventually it ended up in arbitration.
God. Don't believe this.
Perfect. Now all we gotta do is bring Reed and Victoria home.
I wish you weren't doing this today.
Mom, I have to. Oh, I don't want to forget this.
Still think you're rushing it.
No, I am not.
You know, you're gonna need help with the baby. We've got the housekeeper here and a chef, not to mention Grandma.
Mom, JT's loft is not in California. We're not going to be that far from you.
I know. I just wish you'd put it off a little longer, that's all.
I want to be with my new husband and my son.
I understand. I'm sure I would feel the same way. But don't forget, I'm just a phone call away.
You can count on it. Mom, sit down for a minute. Talk to me.
What, honey?
I need to know something from you. I need to know what happened when I was in the coma.
How do you mean?
Something happened between you and Dad.
No, darling. I mean, we prayed that you would come back to us.
I know, Mom, but I know that there was a fight. I know there was a battle about whose life to save. Mine versus the baby's.
How did you hear that?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I need you to... I need to hear it from you.
Oh, my
What
baby.
exactly happened, Mom?
It was so agonizing. I can't even think about it.
I know, but I need to know. I need you to tell me. You and Dad, you disagreed about what to do.
Well, we disagree on just about everything these days.
So is this battle over me what finally drove you two apart? Mom, you're not going to escape until you answer my question.
There you are, my sweetheart. Nice and warm and cozy. You're not gonna drop this, are you?
No, I'm not. Not until you tell me the truth.
Victoria, your accident had absolutely no bearing on our divorce.
Okay, why don't you tell me exactly what happened so I can decide for myself?
Your blood pressure was so high. It was a risk for your life, for the baby's life. And at that time, we didn't know for sure who the father was.
What was Dad's point of view?
He and JT wanted to terminate the pregnancy to save your life.
And you?
It was a very emotional time for all of us.
Mom, you wanted to save the baby.
Brad and I felt that you would want us to do anything possible to save the baby.
Oh, I see.
It's the most difficult decision of my life. But I truly felt in my heart that that was what you would want me to do.
It must have been really awful for you.
Sweetheart. It was. It still is. It haunts me.
You know what, though? You were right. You did the right thing. I would have wanted them to do whatever they had to do to save the baby.
I'm so happy to hear you say that. Your father just... all he could see was doing whatever he had to save his daughter. He was so upset with me that I didn't see it that way.
Mom, where was Nick in all this?
Stuck in the middle. He just couldn't bring himself to decide either way.
And JT agreed with Dad?
Yeah. There was no right or wrong decision. I want you to understand that. Just... everybody loved you so much. They just wanted to do the best thing. And you know, everybody did, because the baby's here and you're here. You're both safe and healthy.
All right, I got everything that would fit. We'll have to come back for the rest later.
Okay.
You okay? Something wrong?
No, I'm fine.
Well, he's ready. Donna, mommy. Oh, goodbye, darling.
I love you.
Oh, miss you. I love you too. And know that I will be at the loft relentlessly.
You're gonna love this peace and quiet, Nikki.
Bye.
See you later.
We'll see you again.
Put it together, my own two hands, and some printed directions.
Well, I am amazed. And I adore the teddy bear.
Yeah, so I've converted the spare bedroom into Reed's nursery, and I've got his entire childhood mapped out.
I'm sorry, when did you find the time to do all this? You were by my bedside the entire time for months. Did you not sleep?
That was your job.
Well, I can't imagine a better Valentine's Day.
Speaking of that, hold on a second.
What? Oh.
Happy Valentine's Day, and welcome home.
Thank you. And the way that you framed the windows so that it looked like a view out of a child's playhouse was just very talented.
I thought it was pretty clever, too.
Oh, be careful. Don't hit the ceiling with the cord. I've done that before. Made a hole.
Okay. To our new life together in our new home. Hey, something bothering you?
No, it's fine. We can talk about it later. I just want to enjoy this moment with you right now.
In love with you, tell me all your secret dreams. Let me.
What's happening?
Hey, everything's fine. It's just a cell phone.
Where's Reed?
Go back
Where's
to
the
sleep.
baby?
No, he's fine. He's right there. He's right there.
Where am I? What's...
You're home. All right? Everything's all right.
Ah.
You're safe with me. Don't worry about it. Hey, Victor. It's your dad. So are you back in town?
Yeah, I got in last night.
Well, I started working at noon, and I just came from there.
Well, good. How's it going?
Good so far? Yeah. Just came home for a quick lunch with Victoria.
I was hoping to pay Victoria and the baby a visit later.
Absolutely, anytime. I'll let you talk to Victoria.
Daddy, how are you? Is everything okay?
Hi, my sweetheart. Everything is fine. I want to come by and say hello.
Yeah, of course. Wait, I have a better idea. I'd rather get out of the house and meet you somewhere.
Well, are you sure you're up for it?
Yeah, Dad, I've been cooped up long enough while I was in a coma, I'm sure.
Well, my darling, I don't want you to overdo.
I won't, Daddy, I promise.
Then I'll see you at the club.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Love you.
I love you too.
I'm really sorry about that. I should have taken the phone in the other room. You were sleeping so peacefully.
I just had the worst nightmare.
Yeah?
Yeah. I dreamt that I was at Clear Springs, but this time I dreamt that I was outside of the collapse and my parents were trapped underneath and I was digging and trying to get to them. And my hands were cold and they were bleeding and I couldn't find them. I couldn't even hear them. It was awful, frightening, awful nightmare.
Oh, I don't think Freud would have too much trouble interpreting that one.
Yeah. I think you're right. I'm worried about my parents more than I thought I was. I'm just glad my dad is finally back. Dad.
Looks so healthy and beautiful.
Oh, I feel much better now that you're back.
You should see Reed. He's gotten so
I
big.
can hardly wait to see him. Sit down, my darling. Well,
So,
I have got to tell you, though, felt damn lonely coming to an empty house. You have moved out.
oh yeah. Well, JT and I decided to move back to our home. I would have told you, but you were away.
I was with Hope. She's very sick, you know. She passed away.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Died of pancreatic cancer.
This must be really hard on you.
Never easy to lose someone you once were close to.
What about her son?
She was able to tell him everything about her and me and the fact that he's my boy before she died.
What's he like?
Very bright, very proud. You soon will have a chance to get to know him.
What does that mean?
I asked him to come work at Newman.
What's that?
You don't seem too happy about
What do
that.
you really know about him?
That he's my son.
I know, but I mean, you offer him a job at Newman. You hardly know anything about his character.
Well, I know a little bit about him. He graduated second from Harvard Business School. Has a fantastic job with an investment firm on Wall Street. I mean, the boy's extremely bright. I wouldn't mind if he came working for me.
I don't know.
Well, now, come on. You support him if he comes, don't you?
You know, while you were away, I learned a lot about what happened while I was in the coma.
It was an eventful time, to say the least.
Yeah. You know, I can't help feeling that my health and the anxiety that it caused you must have had something to do with you and Mom splitting up.
My darling, it had nothing to do with it, okay?
I heard that you were fighting about the medical treatments and the risks to me and the baby.
Your mother and I had different opinions about it, that's all.
But it had to have caused tension between you, is all I'm
telling
saying.
you, it had nothing to do with it, okay? Your mother and I had difficulties long before the accident, so don't you worry about it. You just enjoy your husband and your baby.
I will, Dad. I am. I intend to get back to work.
When?
Next week.
So soon?
Yeah. It's not soon. Trust me. I need to get back in the swing of things, and it's just part-time. JT will be there. There's a great daycare center for Reed. I might even hire a private nurse. Obviously, I want to spend every minute with him, Dad, but this way, I can do both.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Dad, it'll make me happy. I'm starting to get a little restless, to tell you the truth.
Well, if it makes you happy, then I'm delighted.
Good.
Hey, Vic. You look great.
Thanks.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, son.
I heard about Hope. My condolences. I know it must have been very difficult for you.
Thank you for your concern. One good thing came out of it.
What's that?
I got to know Victor Jr. Impressive young man. Graduated second from Harvard Business School. Yeah, I must say I was very impressed. I think he's a lot of potential.
He's out like a light.
Did you guys have fun today?
We had a great afternoon. Yeah, he ate, he burped, and then he smiled at me.
He smiled. He did not smile. It's too early
He
for
did. He
him.
looked right at me, and he just beamed. So how are things with your dad?
It's good. Good that he's back.
I don't know why you look so down.
Talked about his trip.
What you want to talk about?
No, later maybe. I really don't even want to think about it. I just want you to put your arms around me and hold me.
All right. How's that? Is that better?
That's better. Look at our baby. Look at his beautiful features.
He looks like you. You know that, right? No, wait, he's got everything in front of him.
Yep. The good and the bad.
His life and his future are in our hands.
I know. We can't screw it up like some parents.
We won't. We'll get it right.
Yeah. You're a good father.
Well, you're a good mom.
I love you. Your dad got called to work for some security reason. Very important. So it's just you and me tonight. Dear Sabrina, did you forget my email address? Or are you just ignoring me? It's not like you to not reply. You usually email me right back, no matter what time it is in Paris. Are you okay? Night is falling here. Would love to hear from you. Reed is still in the sleep a lot phase. You should see him. I can't help but watch him breathe. He is so beautiful. Then time goes by and I realize I haven't even showered. Being here with him is like time standing amazingly still. Write me and tell me all about the outside world. More from the mommy front soon. Love, Victoria.
Sweetheart, what a wonderful surprise.
I hope we're not interrupting.
Oh, well, you are, but I'm so grateful for it. And you brought the precious one.
Yeah.
Hi, Angel.
JT got called back to work just as we were eating, so
Say hi
so much
to
for
your
better
mom.
hours.
Well, irony strikes again.
Mom, I talked to Dad earlier.
Did he tell you about Hope?
Yeah, he did. He seemed pretty shaken up, but of course he's keeping it all inside, you know him.
Yeah, he's going through a rough time right now, but how can anybody help him when he keeps it all bottled up?
Yeah. Well, he didn't hold anything back about his son.
Nicholas?
No, his other son, Victor Jr. Did you know that he asked him to come here to work for him?
You are kidding.
Nope.
Does your brother know about this?
Well, if he doesn't, I'm sure that Dad will tell him just to twist the knife in.
Maybe he won't take the job. And he barely knows your father.
We'll see.
Oh, enough of that. How are you feeling?
Oh, Mom. I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm adjusting. I'm tired. But what new mother isn't tired?
And you're still recovering. You'll feel better as you get stronger. It'll all be wonderful, fulfilling, and challenging all at once.
I know. I'm just taking it one step at a time. Well, don't worry about me. I'm fine.
You have got the blues. I know them well.
Mom, the whole time that I was waiting for Reed, I never thought I would be this torn.
Well, honey, it's going to be a difficult transition. And changing diapers and mixing formula is a far cry from cutting deals and negotiating contracts.
Yes. I felt so competent at work. And with Reed, it's just so new and it's frustrating. And suddenly I'm so isolated.
Pretty soon it'll be like second nature. I'll take you to dinner, anywhere you want to go.
Oh, no, Mom, thanks. I ate a little with JT before I went back to work.
All right. Would you like me to watch the baby and you can go out?
No. No, what I need is to balance myself. I need to go back to work, and I need to be a mother to him. I'm going back to work
When?
next week.
And say hi to Reeve. Say hi to your cousin Reeve.
Hi, Summer.
Look at him, he's smiling. It's because he's here with his cousin Summer.
So cute. She's gotten so big.
I know she's huge, right? He'll get big, you
Oh,
watch.
Sure he will.
Yeah.
I'm really itching to get back to work. I might take him to the daycare center there.
Oh, yeah, the daycare is great at Newman. It's really terrific. They're very conscientious. You can go down and see them whenever you want. We're going to have a daycare at our new business.
Oh. How is the magazine going? Well?
It is going great. We have the warehouse downtown. We're fixing it up. It's really, really exciting.
That's great.
Yeah.
When are you putting out your first issue?
Well, we're going to launch online first. We already have a lot of ad response.
Wow. Yeah, it's so artistic it must not even feel like work.
Definitely not. Definitely
Nothing
not.
like a passion project to get your juices flowing.
Absolutely. You know, Victoria, you should join us. You should. With your art background, I mean, it's just what we need to create a new template.
I can't. I can't desert my dad. I belong at Newman, you know.
Well, I mean, this is definitely more exciting.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
But he needs me, Phyllis.
Oh, okay. As much as he needs anyone.
He's not a bad person.
Okay.
He's a good father. He's a good man.
Oh, hey, Vic. What's up, Reed?
Hey, what's up with you?
Don't ask.
Why not?
Because I'm just gonna start complaining about what a jerk Dad is, and then you're gonna start defending him. And then I'm gonna have to kick you out of my crib.
You know what I think? I think he's at loose ends.
He's a bully.
All right. I'm gonna try to talk to him.
No, what you need to do is turn in your resignation and come work with us.
I just told her the same thing.
Vic, you would be perfect for this. It's a perfect fit with your artistic background.
I just said the exact same
Thanks, both of you. But, Nick, you know I can't. It would be irresponsible of me to leave Newman now.
All right, so you're just gonna sit around and wait for him to fire you?
Hey.
Hey, Mom.
Well, I wasn't expecting a family gathering, but I saw the car outside.
Hi again, Mom.
I was just on my way home. I wanted to make sure Nicholas is all right.
I'm fine. Why does I'm fine. No worries.
We were just talking about Dad.
Yes, family discussing the family.
Has he, mentioned Victor Jr. to you?
Oh, yeah, that fine young man, the dude with the Harvard education with all the potential. Yeah, I heard about him.